Yeah, you heard from officials this morning. These are extraordinary measures, and they are eliciting extraordinary responses from these businesses as they try to figure out what they're going to do going forward. We're here at the Washington State Convention Center. All the large events here, of course, are having to be pushed for March, and they say it could be years before some of those groups can reschedule to come back. And they are not the only venue here that is scrambling. It's not exactly a ghost town, but it is certainly quieter in the core of Seattle. Have you ever seen it this quiet?
Have not seen it this quiet. Yeah, very slow. Not many people walking around. The few people that are walking around are a little hesitant.
Tiernan Gillen only expects that to get worse, with news today that gatherings of 250 people or more are banned through the end of March. Social distancing to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
A lot of apprehension, yeah.
Bad news for his gelato shop, and bad news for fans ready to see Third Eye Blind at the Showbox across the street. It's one of many events that has had to be postponed.
March for us historically is a very busy month. Emerald City Comic Con is a huge draw. Spring break is a huge draw. That's not happening anymore, so yeah, we're down.
Up the road at Benaroya Hall, the Seattle Symphony was rehearsing when the announcement came down. They immediately stopped practice and are halting public performances through at least March as well.
As you can imagine, it's not easy to maintain a 6-foot separation in an orchestra on stage. People are breathing together. There are all kinds of other things going on. So we just decided at this point it's the right thing to do.
All this means a surreal stillness at the Washington State Convention Center.
We've already had about $20 million of national conventions cancel during the month of March, and another expected barrage of cancellations, $30 to $40 million in April. We're worried also about May.
Millions of people pass through here every year, and it could be years before they can rebook some of those gatherings. Are we going to feel this for years to come?
Yeah, we definitely will feel it for years to come. We've got a big job just to get through the next several months. What makes it so different and unique is there's no end in sight.
Big and small, with this policy, people are starting to notice the impacts of social distancing, as those in charge hope to notice an impact on slowing the spread of the virus, too.
It's getting kind of real. Yeah.
Certainly strange times, and of course we're talking about money here, but health is why they are making all of these decisions. So in talking to most of those organizers today, they said they're really willing to absorb some of this because there is no other choice right now, but they are looking to their long-term financial futures. As for tickets, if you have one to some of these events, I just recommend you reach out. We're hearing from a lot of these places that they're looking to make accommodations as these events are rescheduled or pushed or whatever they're able to do for their customers. Live in Seattle, Michael Crow, King 5 News.